Alright guys, so the next day after that last motor vlog I shot a second one, but when I was getting ready to ride, I accidentally ripped the mic out of the helmet. So I put it back in place and I rode home. I started out by my dad's house in Illinois, so it was all new areas, places we haven't been yet, and I kind of took you around the block where I grew up, and the audio on that was just so bad. All you could hear was wind. Once I started getting, I don't know, I would say once I started getting probably about 40 to 50 miles an hour, all you could hear was wind. So I worked with a couple different options. I even tried a wind remover plugin from FX Effects, and you can download a free trial. Unfortunately, the free trial is useless because about every 2 or 3 seconds all you hear is a loud beep, and the beep was so loud and so often it didn't even give my ears a chance to readjust to the audio, so I couldn't even tell if it was working or not. And they want $70 for the plugin, and I'm not paying $70 if I don't know if it works, especially when you give me a free trial. If you give me a free trial, you should just give it to me, let me use it, like everything else, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever. But, actually give us a working free trial. But either way it goes, I tried a couple things and it just wasn't working, and I'm not putting out, I wasn't going to put out a vlog with just windows, so unfortunately it was not going to come out. Maybe somewhere down the road here again, before it gets too nasty, I'll get back out, or I'll definitely be getting it back out there, but hopefully I'll actually get out there and do a vlog and kind of show you guys around again and let you guys see what you guys missed. But I did a very short ride today, early, like right before I started this, to kind of see where the mic placement was. It was picking up the audio pretty good, but it was picking up a lot of my breathing, so I tried moving it again, and I'm assuming it's going to be good because it's pretty much the same place as it was, just a little farther back. And, hopefully wait. Holy cows. Bleh, English. Holy crap, it's hot. So, yeah, unfortunately we're not getting that third motor vlog, but we're going to get out today, we're going to ride, and hopefully audio's okay, and if not, I don't know what else to do. There's an adapter I want to get that will go straight into the GoPro, which is how I was running it before. The mic went to the adapter, then the adapter plugged into the GoPro, but I was only getting the left side, and I don't think the audio was all that bad. It was just I wasn't getting it out both channels like I should have been. But there's another adapter. It's kind of costly though. It's like $50-$60 I saw. I found out about it from a couple of guys that make a living from motorcycle related content. But they're full-time YouTubers, they make money off of it, and they're using this adapter in their vlogs, motor vlogs, and the audio's pretty good. So, I mean, a lot of the wind noise could just be the helmet, because some helmets have more airflow than others do. Right now I got all the vents closed, but it still could have some airflow coming through compared to the other ones, so maybe somewhere down the road I might try a different helmet. Obviously, I'm going to get some more GoPro mounts so I can mount this camera on a different helmet. I got 2 more helmets I can wear, so I can always go get the adapter, not the adapters, but the mounts from GoPro, and try mounting the camera on those 2 and see how they work as well. It's another option down the road. We're just going to keep dealing with what we got and keep testing it. Hopefully it works out. I actually really like doing these, and it'd be nice to be able to, keep the content coming from this side of the channel, because it's something I really enjoy doing. I like the motorcycles, I like the ATVs, and I eventually like to get side by side. I kind of like going out and doing this stuff, and I like coming out and filming it. So with any luck, we'll keep playing with it, and we'll get it. So I don't think you really have seen much of the boat, but I've decided I haven't gone out on it much this year. Didn't really get the use out of it I wanted to last year, and quite honestly, I could really use the space in the garage and the money. So we've kind of talked about it, and I decided I'm going to sell the boat. And I put it up for sale this morning. There's already somebody coming to look at it. I wasn't really expecting interest that fast, because it's only a 16-foot John boat. It's got a lot of stuff that comes with it as far as extras and stuff, but I put it out for a pretty good price for me. Obviously, I know people are going to try to talk you down. So even if I can get $1,200, I put it up for $15. If I can get $12 for it, I'll be pretty happy. I'm going to try to talk with my dad. If he doesn't want this bike back, I'm going to put this bike up for sale. And then I'm going to take the money from the boat and this bike and see what I can get. See if I can get my hands on an R6. I rode this to work the other day, and it's kind of what drew the nail in the coffin for me. I rode the bike to work the other day, and when I got out in the morning, I went to leave. The thing wouldn't start. I had to go ride home from a buddy of mine, and it wasn't a big deal. Like he was still there, and he only lives like 3 minutes from my house, so it's not like it was out of his way. It just kind of sucked to have to get a ride home. So that was kind of the nail in the coffin for me. So we're going to try to get rid of this thing, try to get rid of the boat, and honestly, I need to go through the garage and get rid of a bunch of other stuff, because there's just so much crap, and a lot of it we're not using, probably won't use, and there's really no point in having it if we're not going to use it. So I think we're going to just try to sell as much crap as I can, kind of put all the money to the side and see what I can get my hands on. There's been quite a few bikes I like. A lot of them are a little higher than I'm probably going to have total after the bike and the boat. There's a couple older ones. There's a couple like early 2000s that were probably going to be a little more affordable for me. Not exactly keen on the style of the bike. I kind of like the newer body of the bikes that are coming out as far as the R7 or the R6. And I don't know, I guess this is just going to be kind of one of those things I play around with and just keep working and saving money and see what I can get my hands on. Obviously, I can't put all my money to the side for it, because I need a Krystal bike, and I need a bike, and that guy's riding a bike on a bike. That's weird. I don't know if you guys saw that. But yeah, as you guys can tell, I really don't have a topic for today. Just kind of out riding, having some fun. Like I said, I'm actually enjoying doing these videos, so I kind of just want to keep coming out and doing them. Keep having the fun, keep enjoying it, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it. And with any luck, here in a little bit, we'll be doing some vlogs on a different bike. Different style of bike too. So it's going to be interesting. There's going to be some adjustments to riding them as a sport bike. But I've rode a friend of mine's at work. He actually used to be my sergeant before I left the department over there. And when I say department, I mean basically like division. I never left the sheriff's. Ooh, there goes. I never left the sheriff's department. It was the department and the department. So, well, where it used to be, he was my sergeant. So I got moved out of there and to a different division. County. That's one of my county cars. But yeah, I got moved out of there, but he let me ride his sport bike, and I enjoyed it. It was definitely a weird experience, different body position, it was different way of riding. It'll take a little bit of adjustment, but I think I'm going to like it. The problem with this bike is, after about an hour or two, my butt is hurting so bad. And it's right there, like tip of your butt crack where your tailbone is. It's like my tailbone. It starts killing me. And yeah, I could probably get another seat, but with this thing not wanting to start, and oil leaking, and gas gauge doesn't work, and it seems like it's kind of getting overran with fuel and not enough air, and when I put a seat on here, if I'm going to have to do all the work, and I don't really want to do the work. I think I'm just kind of better off getting another bike, and with a sport bike, you ride much farther forward. So I kind of feel like that would be taking a lot of the weight and everything, a lot of pressure off of my tailbone, hopefully. And hopefully with that it'd be a lot more comfortable to ride. I know it's going to put a lot more pressure and weight on my arms, my shoulders, my wrist, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. And not that it matters. I'm not trying to be, any kind of club or anything, but a lot of the guys at work, well, most of the guys at work, they all got sport bikes. So it's only me and this guy James, we're the only ones that don't have a sport bike. Not that, my buddy Garcia too, but like I said, I'm not trying to fit in. Yeah, go ahead and try to cut off the county cop, see if you don't get pulled over. Get him, boy. No, he don't want to. Okay. I've seen a lot of my county guys, man. That's two. I haven't seen one in the video yet. So I need to start working on having more topics for these things. I never expected to like them as much as I do. I never expected them for anybody else to really like them. So it's all kind of weird for me. So I need to start working on trying to figure out some topics that I can talk about, you guys want to listen to, and have a grand old time. So if you guys got topics you guys want in the videos, make sure you guys leave them down in the comments. I will do my best. I know I keep talking about doing Q&As and stuff. That's another option. If I get enough questions that people want to hear, I can always do a Q&A while I ride. Not that I'm encouraging it, but I do have a RAM mount for my phone down here that when I'm not vlogging most of the time, there is my phone in there. I have Bluetooth speakers. You guys can see them down below usually, so usually I'm just playing music. But I can always make a list up of the questions, and whenever I do go to a stop sign or a stoplight, and can kind of read a couple questions so I know them in the back of my head when I ride. Or like I said, if there's topics that you think you guys would enjoy and would be good topics, you guys can always leave those in the comments down below. Like I said, I'll do my best. I'm gonna probably have to get gas in about I could probably go another 50. Another 50 miles. I've been stopping every like 70 to 90 miles and putting gas in. My dad said that I should obviously be able to go more than that. I told him, yeah, but I don't want to run out. So that's kind of... I'd rather just stop every like 90 miles and put gas in than run out and push the bike 5 miles. So, I don't know, it's a fine line. Like, where do you draw that line where like, no, I'm definitely stopping to get gas. I guess I could, actually sit down and punch the numbers in my head. And I know roughly how big of a gas tank I have. So I could always figure out, stop at about 100, put some gas in it, figure out how many gallons I put in compared to how many gallons the tank is. There's that option. Oh, those freaking. So we have made a full circle. The bike's just so hot, I didn't want to sit there at that red light. So I don't know if I've ever talked about it, but this airport right here is where we fly our county helicopters out of. So this door right here, you can see this says helicopter has show start. I'll let you guys there right now. That's where we have our helicopters at. So all of our helicopters are stationed there. They fly out of there. I don't know how many is currently in there right now because we're going through the process of getting them all painted. Just trying to refresh them, get them looking good again. So you kind of have to do that. I don't know how many years they do it, but paint starts to dull and look disgusting, and you kind of got to repaint them. But we used to have 4 total. I think we're up to 5 now. Now that they just bought this last one. Everything we had up to this point was basically just police pursuits. So they would go out and do pursuits. They would do funeral processions. They would do sometimes like parades. They do a lot of like the fairs and special events like that. They'll actually land and they'll let the kids kind of hang out and have some fun, play on them. This last one we bought though was more of a search and rescue helicopter. So it's kind of like the ones you'll see, like if you ever see the videos like the U.S. Coast Guard, where they have that basket that comes out the side and they drop it. That's pretty much the same style of helicopter we just got. So it's going to come down. They got ropes, like they can rappel off of them. They can also get lowered down and buy a harness. So they can come down and rescue people. They also got the basket. So it's a lot more geared towards search and rescue. That way they can help out that way if they have to. Which is kind of cool. I don't know why we didn't have one of those in the first place with lake and all these little lakes plus the big lakes and everything. I don't know why we didn't have one to begin with. We also have a hovercraft along with a bunch of boats. So you would think if we got a hovercraft, we would have a search and rescue helicopter. This is the back of my left calf. Looks like it's on fire. That was 70. I need to start doing, I don't know if anybody watches Moto. He's another motorcycle related channel, does it full time. Does a lot of builds, does vlogs, does a bunch of stuff. He does, when he goes out on rides, he does what he calls daily 100. So every single time he goes out, he does at least one rip that goes up to 100 miles an hour or more. Usually he does a bunch of them, usually on the highway, and they're well over 100 miles an hour. But I keep tossing around the idea of doing daily 100s on this channel. This bike is easily capable of it. Any bike I plan on getting, whether it's an R6 or an R1, they're easily capable of doing it. We're not that far from the house, so I think I'm just going to wrap up, stop blabbing now. I appreciate you guys stopping by, hanging out. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys are smashing that thumbs up for me. If you guys can share this video out, if you guys liked it, make sure you guys let your friends get a chance to watch it too. Help share the channel out, I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, peace.